Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we will understand about .NET benchmarking and we will see like what is the importance of the uh, benchmarking in .NET applications. Okay, so like first we will see the right way to measure the real performance instead of guessing, like especially useful for entity framework core, link queue, asynchronous collections, and struct versus class and etc. and so on and a lot of things. Okay, but we will see a very practical guide and industry standard guide regarding the benchmarking and like how to see the benchmarking that what we have implementation as well. Okay, or we will see the real performance and what is the impact that we are see as well. Okay, so like we will get a lot of results with this benchmarking in .NET. So first, to make this possible, so first we will use the benchmarking.NET NuGet package. This is the official and the most trusted benchmarking library for .NET, or it is especially used by Microsoft and like a .NET runtime team and the OSS libraries as well. So I have already installed the benchmarking.NET app. This is the package name that you need to install. So the package name is benchmark.net, or it is the latest version is 0.15.8. If you are watching this video after like after 6 months or 8 months, so you can see the differences in the versions as well. So just you need to install this package in your applications. So right now I am gonna to show you that how to implement this in the console applications. Okay, so that this is a very practical guide so that you can uh, add this benchmark in your ASP.NET applications as well. Okay, so let's see. So first, I have already told you you have to install the NuGet package. Now, what you need, what the things that I am going to test here. Okay, or like what kind of benchmarking I am trying to test. Okay, so first, let me show you like what kind of benchmarking I am checking. So I am just I have just around two methods. In the first method, you will see using plus, or like what the things I am doing here. Just I'm just trying to get all the results, or I'm just trying to like concatenate to each other. Okay, but along with that you will see if you do it manually, or what if you do it with the string builder. So like what the benchmarking you will notice in these two things. Okay, like what the major differences you will see as well. Like we will see the string concatenation versus the string builder. So sounds good. Like how to check the benchmarking in your real world applications as well. Guys, there is a one important thing, like whenever you run the application, make sure that you have choose the release version as well. Benchmarking always consider in the release mode. Okay, so please shift it to the release mode. Thereafter, like you should run this application. Okay, so I have already installed the package. Okay, and I hope you have till here, like you have installed the package in your application as well. Okay, so guys, for the testing purpose, I am just adding the benchmarking in the console application, so that after that, you have to implement the benchmarking in your ASP.NET Core application. Guys, today is today's client asking for the benchmarking in their APIs as well. Okay, clients wants to see the logs as well, and he wants to see that how the API is working as well, and what is the performance is going on in there. Okay, so the clients want to see it in the real time. So this is why I'm just creating this video for you. Or like this video is very helpful for all the developers who always get stuck while they are working with the benchmarking. Okay, so the class I have created is the string benchmark, or in this class, like I have created two methods, or like we will see the differences between these two things, like what the performance impact that we will notice after applying the benchmarking. Okay, so the first what you need to hear, first I will add the memory diagnoser. Okay, so just you have to add the memory diagnoser after that, like memory diagnosis always shows you memory allocation. Okay, along with that, like what is the thing that you need to hear? Okay, so first, like on which methods I want to apply the benchmarking. So the I want to apply the benchmarking on these two methods. So like this is why, like, I have put the benchmarking data annotation. Now what you need to hear, I will just run this application. Before the run this application, first you should make sure that like this method is included in the benchmarking as well. Okay, so like we will create the benchmarker runner as well. Like without runner you can't test the benchmarking of your application. Okay, so the first thing that you need to here, first I will just create the program class. Thereafter, like I will just I'm just gonna to create main method, or we know that main method is a entry point of any .NET application, or just you have to write the benchmark runner. That's it. You have to just there like we will add the run, or we have to define the class name as well. So the our class name is string benchmark. Or now thereafter, like we are ready to test, and we will see the benchmarking of all these two things, or we will see like a lot of things in the benchmarking. Okay, so here what you will see here, first let me show you that like what kind of interpretation we will see here. Okay, so we will see the mean values like average execution time. Along with that, we will see the garbage collection, GC pressure. Along with that, we will see the memory allocation of any methods. Okay, so like there are a lot of things that that you should know about the benchmarking, because like benchmarking is a very big thing in the in the .NET application. So this is why, like I'm just telling you each and everything regarding the benchmarking. Okay, or there are a lot of things that you need to understand. Like first you will see that whenever we run this application, we will see the benchmark .NET execution logs, or like or there like thereafter, like we will see the engine level outputs as well, like what the things is going in the engine. Or like I will show you the like clearly, and tell you like what is the performance is actually is. Now along with that, like this, so first you need to hear just you have to change the run mode. So this so there are so I have just choose the release mode. Thereafter, like you have to run your applications. So you will see all the benchmarking in the console of this application. Okay, so whenever the application execution is successfully done, thereafter we will see all the benchmarking logs in the console. So just you have to wait for some time. So you will see that like our application is starting for the it has started for the validating the benchmarks. So it is checking the benchmarks. So it found the two benchmarks as well. So like it will start the benchmark one by one. So like thereafter, like you will see that like it will consist of JIT phase, pilot phase, warm up phase, actual measurement phase, and the final result is like you will see the aggregation. So like there are a lot of things that you need to understand about the benchmarking. Okay, so let me show you like what do you need to make sure here. Okay, and what you need to check here. So first we will check the overhead jitting, like we will see the JIT as well. That's it. Okay, thereafter, like you will see the workload as well, so that like you can ensure the things regarding the like how much workload is added to the JIT. We will see the workload pilot as well. Guys, there are like this is the most important lecture for you as well. So like please keep in this video till the end, or like thereafter we will see that workload warm up, or whenever you want to create the efficient APIs or efficient methods. So like this is the one of the best way to check your like how your API is working as well. So the first so we have seen that like we got the two benchmarks Thereafter, like the benchmark name is using plus, and the second is using string builder. So I have already set the benchmarks on these two methods, using plus and using string builder. Thereafter, like you will see this, like the performance is going to start here, or everything is looking good. So first we will check the report about the using plus. Thereafter, like you will see that the all the things regarding the like overhead git as well. So okay, along with that you will see the mean time, or along or the time generation zero time as well, or like how much memory is allocated as well. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you need to understand about the benchmarking, or like you have to go through these things as well. So the GC values as well, like how the GC pressure is going on here. Or after all, like you will see the benchmark process 7528 has executed with the code 0. Or like if you want to check all the results, like what is the mean value, minimum value, IQR value, and along with that, like confidence interval, skewness, kurtosis. So there are a lot of things that you need to see here. Okay, or like if you are targeting to create the APIs with the benchmark level, okay, and if you are trying to meet your API response at a certain benchmark, so this is the one of the best method that you can uh, add benchmarking in your .NET applications. Okay, so now the next benchmarking that we are checking about the string benchmark. So like so there are a lot of things that you need to understand regarding the benchmark. But if you are if you are facing any issues regarding the benchmarking and these graphs, so just what you need to hear, just you have to copy this log. Okay, or or like if you are facing any issues regarding the benchmarking as well, and if you want the proper results, just you have to copy these logs. Now you have to go to the chat gpt, okay, or any AI tool that you may like. So I really love the chat gpt as well. Okay, or like I don't have much time to look up all the logs one by one. Okay, or simply I will just paste the all the logs of the benchmarks. Thereafter, like I will thereafter you have to write the like please read these things, these benchmarks of methods. Okay, or analysis as well. That's it. Okay, you can write any prompt here. Okay, thereafter, like your chat gpt will everything will do automatically. Okay, and like you have to work smartly as well. So you will see the like high level result you will see here. Okay, like the using plus after that you will see the like 8 to 10 microseconds. Relative speeds is like you will see the like 44 times slower as well, or the allocation of the memory is 2.7 MB, which is not a good practice while you are while you're trying to concatenate, like you concatenate using the like plus operator. But if you do the with the string builder, so you will see the execution time of the benchmarking, you will see as a like 18 microseconds. So you will see like there is a huge differences between these two things. So along with that you will see the relative speeds is baseline, like it is almost good as well, or the allocation of the memory is around 14 KB. So like this is, so you will see the like this is not a small win, but this is category differences as well. Okay, so like a string builder absolutely crushes the string plus in this benchmark. Okay, so you will see and you will notice regarding the benchmarking as well. Okay, or I have shown you that how to read the analysis report of the benchmarking as well. Okay, so if you love this video, if you love this content, so guys, I just want to request you that please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this video to your friends, your colleagues on YouTube as well. Oh guys, stay updated with our latest updates as well. Okay, so if you love this video, so guys, just you have to share this video a lot to your a lot of friends as well. Okay, or like the guys, trust me, this is one of the best and one of the like important benchmarking way that you need to know about the benchmarking as well. Okay, nowadays clients are asking about like regarding the benchmarking as well. Okay, like whenever the client sees any issues in their APIs, and client feels that like at this moment I am feeling that like API is not working perfectly, and I want this like faster response as well. So definitely client will ask you to send the benchmarking reports as well. So definitely guys, you should prepare yourself as well. Okay, so this is one of the best way to test your methods, APIs as well. Or guys, there is a one like if you want to like at which point you need to check the benchmarking as well. Guys, there is a very important thing that you need to understand, like on which point you have to check the benchmarking as well. So the first point that you need to check it as you can check with the EF core queries as well. And if you are along with that, if you are using the SQL command classes as well, or along with that the serializer and deserializer as well. So that there are a lot of please guys, there is a one thing important that I want to tell you. Don't use uh, benchmark on the controller level. Okay, like you have to create the separate services for the benchmarking as well, like this. Okay, please keep this thing in your mind while you are working with the benchmarking in on your API level. Okay, so I hope you love this video, you love this content. Thank you so much for watching this video till here. Or guys, there is a one important that I want to tell you. Finally we are at topmate.io for the one-to-one mentorship. Okay, and I have got a lot of DMs regarding the one-to-one mentorship on the .NET as well. Or if you are seeking any guidance from me, if you want to ask me directly, or and one-to-one as well. So guys, so this is the good chance where you can ask me as well. Okay, or like we have several types of the sessions as well. So like if you want to ask anything with me, so just you have to just book your session right now, right here. Or definitely I like you will get satisfied after the one-to-one meeting as well. Okay, so thank you for watching this video till then. Take care guys, bye bye, have a good day.